Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on our channel. My name is EliteFourMatt and we are going to continue our run through of Pokémon Soul Silver, doing hardcore Nuzlockes using every mythical and legendary available to us at this point in the game. If you missed what happened in the last episode, we went through starting with Kyogre and we did right the way through to Azelf, getting them all from where we are now in Professor Elm's lab to Violet City. So without further ado, we are going to continue the remainder of the runs, which is going to start with Dialga today. I'm really excited to use Dialga because it is one of my favourite legendaries, but we are going to give our rival... I think giving our rival Cyndaquil will be the best fit because you at least have the neutral typing with fire type moves. Not sure Totodile really has much of an advantage, so we'll give our rival Cyndaquil, and I will see you guys when we have our Dialga. Okay, so our Dialga was successfully caught, and I'm going to name this Derek. Okay, and we're just going to have a quick look at Derek's stats. So it has a modest nature, which is plus special attack and minus attack. We've got the ability Pressure, and our moves to kick us off are Dragon Breath and Scary Face, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so here we are once again, ready to take on our rival. Oh, how unfortunate. Rival has been defeated, and one-shot as well. Okay, so here we are once again at the youngster Mikey fight. Nice. So youngster Mikey has been defeated and Derek the Dialga has yet to take damage. Okay, so Dialga has successfully made it to Violet City and also joins the club of Pokemon who have not yet taken damage in their run. So I'm going to drop a save and I'll see you guys back at Professor Elm's lab for the start of the next run, which is going to be Palkia. Okay, so here we are once again back at Professor Elm's lab and we are going to kick off our Palkia run. I think it might be best to give our rival Chikorita, so I'm going to start with Totodile and I'll see you guys when we encounter our Palkia. Okay, so our Palkia was successfully caught and I'm going to name this Palkia Philip. And just having a quick look at Philip's stats. So Philip has a careful nature, which is plus special defense, minus special attack. We once again have the ability Pressure, and we have Dragon Breath and Scary Face as our opening moves. So we'll see how this Palkia run can go. Okay, so here we are once again back at the rival fight. Okay, so our rival was defeated and we didn't take any damage, which was nice. Okay, so here we are once again back at the youngster Mikey fight. Okay, and youngster Mikey is defeated and Palkia has also not taken any damage so far. Okay, and Palkia has also safely made it to Violet City and also has not taken any damage so far in their run, which is pretty cool. I am going to drop a save and I will see you guys back at Professor Elm's lab for the start of the next run, which is going to be Heatran. Alright, so here we are back at Professor Elm's lab once again, and we are going to kick off our Heatran run. Going to give our starter a Totodile, and I'll see you guys over at our Heatran encounter. Okay, so our Heatran was successfully caught, and I'm going to name this one Hugh. And we're just going to have a quick look at Hugh's stats. So Hugh has a quiet nature, which is plus special attack minus speed. We have the ability Flash Fire, and our only move so far is Ancient Power, which is rather interesting. Okay, so here we are once again back at the rival battle. And there we go, the rival was defeated. Okay, so here we are once again back at the youngster Mikey fight. Oh, come on, that's just mean. Alrighty, and youngster Mikey was defeated. Okay, and Heatran has safely made it to Violet City as well, so I'm going to drop a save and I'll see you guys back at Professor Elm's lab for the start of the next run, which is going to be Regigigas. Okay, and here we are back at Professor Elm's lab once again for what is going to be the start of our Regigigas run. It does have a pretty neutral matchup to every starter Pokemon, but I think I might give our rival, I might just go Lucky Dip again actually. Here we go, shining my eyes, mashing sideways until we stop right on here. Okay, so our rival is going to have Chikorita. Okay, so our Regigigas was successfully caught, and we are going to name this one Ruby. Okay, and we're going to have a quick look at Regigigas' stats. So we have a hasty nature, which is plus speed and minus defense. We have the ability Slow Start, which is going to be pretty inconvenient to deal with because for the first 5 turns we're going to have our attack and speed halved. And to kick us off with our moves, we've got Dizzy Punch, Knock Off, Confuse Ray, and Foresight. Okay, so here we are back again at the rival battle. Alright, so our rival is down and we did not take any damage. Alrighty, here we are once again back at the youngster Mikey fight. And there we go, that's Youngster Mikey defeated. Alrighty, so Regigigas has now safely made it to Violet City, so I'll drop a save and I'll see you guys at the start of the next run, which is going to be Giratina. Alrighty, so here we are back at Professor Elm's lab and we're going to kick off our Giratina run. It makes sense for our rival to have Totodiles because he'll have access to Ice Fang at some point or another, as well as Bite and Crunch, so yeah, we will see how this run goes. Okay, so our Giratina was successfully caught and I'm going to name this one Gloria. And just having a quick look at Gloria's stats, so we have a docile nature, we've got the ability Pressure, and our moves to kick us off are Dragon Breath and Scary Face. Okay, so here we are once again back for the rival fight. And there we go, our rival has been defeated and we have not taken any damage yet. Alrighty, so here we are back once again for the Youngster Mikey fight. Alrighty, easy as you like. And there we go, Giratina has safely made it to Violet City and joins the illustrious club of Pokemon who have not taken damage so far in their run. I'm going to drop a save and I'll see you guys at the start of the next run where we'll be starting the Cresselia run. Alrighty, so here we are once again back at Professor Elm's lab and we're going to start off our run with Cresselia. So I might give our rival Totodile, so once again it's got some dark type moves to try and combat our psychic type, and we will see how this run goes. Okay, so our Cresselia was successfully caught and I'm going to name her... I'll name her Crystal. Okay, so having a look at Crystal's stats, we have a Gentle Nature, which is plus Special Defense, minus Defense. We have the ability Levitate, and we have Confusion and Double Team for the moves to kick us off. Alrighty, so here we are back again for the rival fight. Well, there you go. That's our rival defeated, I guess. Alrighty, so here we are once again back for our Youngster Mikey fight. Alrighty, so Youngster Mikey is defeated and Cresselia joins the club of not taking any damage. And there we go, Cresselia has safely made it to Violet City, so I will drop a save and I'll see you guys at the start of the next run, which is going to be Phione. Alrighty, so here we are back at Professor Elm's lab once again and we're going to start our Phione run. Being a water type, I think it only makes sense that our rival has Chikorita, so I will give him that and I will see you guys at the Phione encounter. Okay, so our Phione was successfully caught, and we are going to name our Phione Phoebe. And we're going to have a quick look at Phione's stats. So we've got a docile neutral nature. We have the ability Hydration, which heals status problems if it's raining, which is kind of interesting. And our starting moves are Bubble and Water Sport. I don't think I've ever used a Phione ever in any of my playthroughs, so this is certainly going to be an interesting run. So we'll see how this goes. Alrighty, so here we are once again back at the rival fight. Okay, that was definitely the most hits we needed to get past the rival, but we still got past him nonetheless. Alrighty, here we are once again, back at the youngster Mikey fight. Okay, and that's youngster Mikey defeated. And with that, Phione has successfully made it to Violet City. So now I'm going to drop a save and we're going to move on to the next run, which is going to be Manaphy. Alrighty, so here we are back again at Professor Elm's lab and we are going to be starting our Manaphy run. I think this is just going to be more or less the same as what we did with Phione, so I will see you guys at the Manaphy encounter. Alrighty, so our Manaphy was successfully caught, so I'm going to name this... name it Melody. And just having a quick look at Melody's stats, so we've got a docile neutral nature once again. We have the ability Hydration again, but this time around we have Bubble, Water Sport and Tail Glow as our opening moves, which is going to be interesting. Alrighty, so here we are once again, back for the rival fight. Alrighty, our rival was defeated, damageless. Alrighty, so here we are once again, ready to go for the youngster Mikey fight. Alrighty, youngster Mikey has been defeated. Alrighty, so Manaphy has safely made it to Violet City once again, so I will drop a save and I will see you guys at the start of the next run, which is going to be Darkrai. Alrighty, so here we are back again in Professor Elm's lab, ready to start our Darkrai run. I'm not really too sure which starter would be beneficial for our rival to have, so I might just give him Cyndaquil, I guess, and we will just see how this run goes. Alrighty, so Darkrai was successfully caught, and I'm going to name this Darkrai Donald. Alrighty, so we're going to have a quick look at Donald's stats. So we've got a modest nature, which is plus special attack and minus attack. Ability is Bad Dreams, which reduces a sleeping foe's HP, which would be rather interesting if we can get that, if we can get to use that. Our two moves to kick us off are Ominous Wind and Disable, so we will see how this run goes. Alrighty, so here we are once again, ready to battle our rival. Nice, we've beaten the rival. Alright guys, so I've noticed on the way to the youngster Mikey fight that we are going to need to struggle our way past this. Looking at Darkrai's level up moveset, the next move he learns is Quick Attack at level 11, but if I level up that far I'm at risk, putting myself at risk of going over the level cap. So I'm going to struggle. I will see you guys at the youngster Mikey fight when my PP has run out to 0. Alright, so here we are, ready to go for the youngster Mikey fight. I did end up leaving myself 1 PP for disable so that I can disable Pidgey's tackle. So we'll see how this... Oh wait, that's not going to work, is it? Because it needs to use the move first. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, here we go, for real now. We're going to struggle our way through youngster Mikey. Okay. Whoa, that did a lot more recoil than I thought, but we're okay. Okay, and with that rather dicey youngster Mikey fight, we have safely made it to Violet City, so I'm going to drop a save and we are going to move on to the start of the next run, which is going to be Shaymin. Alrighty, so here we are back at Professor Elm's lab once again, and we're going to kick off our Shaymin run. So being a grass type, it should be no surprise that we want our rival to have Cyndaquil. So we're going to start with Chikorita, and I will see you guys at the Shaymin encounter. Alrighty, so our Shaymin was successfully caught, so I am going to name our Shaymin Scarlet. Alrighty, and having a look at Shaymin's stats, we have a Careful Nature, which is plus special defense, minus special attack. We have the ability Natural Cure, which heals all status conditions when switched out, which for a run like this is a little bit useless. And our only move is Growth, so we're going to have to get on the struggle bus to get this run going by the looks of things. Alrighty, so here we go, ready for the rival battle in, I never thought I'd say this, we have to struggle our way past this rival battle. So looking at Shaymin's moveset, we learn Magical Leaf at level 10, but just so we don't accidentally overlevel, we're gonna struggle our way past this battle. And we got a one-shot too, with a crit, that was nice. Alrighty, so here we are once again back at the youngster Mikey fight. I did end up biting the bullet with this fight and getting Shaymin up to level 10 so we could learn Magical Leaf, so hopefully we can stay within the level cap, but we'll see how we go. Alrighty, that's youngster Mikey defeated. Alrighty, so Shaymin has safely made it to Violet City, so I'm going to drop a save and we are going to kick off what will be the last run of our run, which is going to be Arceus. Alrighty, so here we are back at Elm's lab for what is the final time of the run. Hallelujah. It's been a bit of a grind so far. Anyway, we are going to kick off our Arceus run, so we are going to give our rival... don't think it really matters, I mean we're playing with God at the end of the day, so... we'll give our rival Cyndaquil, how about that? Alright, so I'll see you guys at the Arceus encounter. Alrighty, so our Arceus was successfully caught, so we're going to name this... we'll name it Ashley. Alrighty, and just having a look at Ashley's stats, we have a docile neutral nature. We have the ability multi-type, which can change our type depending on the plate we hold, which I don't think we can access the plates in any way during the storyline, so we're going to be stuck as a normal type, unfortunately. And our moves to kick us off, we have Seismic Toss, Cosmic Power, Natural Gift, and Punishment, which is rather interesting. Okay, so for the last time, we are here ready to take on our rival for the first time. Alrighty, so our rival has been defeated and Ashley did not take any damage. Alright, so here we are for the final time, taking on youngster Mikey. Alright, so youngster Mikey is defeated and we get through unscathed. Okay, and lucky last, Arceus has safely made it to Violet City. So what I might do is I'm going to end the episode there, so if you enjoy this sort of content, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this sort of content. And when I see you guys in the next episode, we will get started on the next split, which will involve taking on the Sprout Tower and Faulkner. So until then, I will see you guys later.